Hello, this is our weekly presentation and weekly update of what's going on in the school district, what new information we have, and other things that you all might find of interest. First, a great celebration for this morning is that many of our students, our high school students across the school district, are involved in their summer workouts. And I think there's really two things that are very important about that. It signals for kids maybe a feeling of return to normalcy, and that there may be some light at the end of the tunnel of things returning to a place where they remember them and they feel part of the school and part of what's happening. So we thank our coaches and Paul Kane, our athletic director, who worked so hard to put those guidelines together, as well as our building athletic directors. It really was a great partnership, and especially our task force, who really helped us put those guidelines together. Another issue that, of course, became very prevalent in our community last week, we had a group of students and community members go to the city council on Wednesday night, and there were some real eye-opening messages they gave about the discrimination that some of the students had faced when they were in D51 schools. So we are beginning to explore that topic in great depth. We are inviting different persons to participate in a conversation with us about those experiences. We also, like for instance, yesterday I had an opportunity, as many of you are doing, participating in different marches, and it was great to see a lot of different families there. And it was one at SAMU with small children, medium-sized, high school and college students, so that all of us are taking time to learn more about these issues. It's interesting, as someone myself who graduated in the 70s from high school, when we had many marches and different pieces going on then, as much as I look back and feel like we discussed many important issues and you feel like you're making progress, and I see some pieces of progress, but it also shows me that we're not making as much progress as many of us have thought, and know that there is much more work to be done. So we're certainly committed on putting together some community conversations at different groups to be able to share with us some of their experiences that have not been so positive in our school district, to make sure that we are a very open and friendly place for all of our students, and that they never feel any sense of discrimination against them for any reason. The next piece is we had a meeting with all the superintendents across the state, had a phone meeting with the governor and the commissioner of education on Friday. Got some good news about what they're seeing as a forecast for fall, and hoping that we will have school as normal in the fall. May have some guidelines around it that we don't normally have, but at the same time we know that many people did not like the remote learning. Some liked parts of it and would like to return to that, so we're hoping to have a couple options for our students. But I think certainly the mental health needs that we have heard from parents and their concerns of wanting their students to be back in school wherever possible, we're working hard at making that happen. And I know the board is very much in support of us trying to find a plan of action that works for our families. So thanks for what you're doing. Hope you're enjoying some of those July days and those I guess it's only still June, sorry. I hope you're enjoying those June dates, and as we head into July, before we know it, school will be here. I don't know about you, but I've always loved the first day of school, and even though next year will be my 46th year in education, I'm just as excited about that first week of school now as I was 46 years ago when I began school. So thank you so much for the support that you give your students, your own children, and each other as we begin to put back together what we hope is a normal educational school year. Thank you.